A broke girl accidentally got into a billionaire CEO's car, thinking it was her Uber. What happened next, neither of them saw coming. Before we begin, subscribe, like, and share this video. It's just one click for you, but huge support for me. Comment below where you're watching from and rate this story from 0 to 10. Enjoy the story, everyone. The rain hit London hard that morning. The kind of rain that doesn't warn you. It just arrives and ruins everything. Lily Hart was already late. She stood at the curb, umbrella barely holding itself together, one hand digging through her bag for her phone. The screen flickered once, then went black. Dead. Completely dead. She looked up. No Uber confirmation. No driver name. Nothing. Perfect. Her heart was already racing. Today was not the day to be late. Not even by a minute. She looked left, then right, and that's when she saw it. A sleek black car. Stopped at the red light. Identical to the one on the app. She didn't think. She just moved. She pulled the door open and threw herself inside. Wet umbrella, soaked shoes, and all. Thank goodness you're here. Go, 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 she said breathlessly. Turn right after the cafe with the French name and step on it. I cannot be late today. The man behind the wheel didn't move. Did you know that the cafe charges $9 for a croissant? She continued, fixing her hair in the mirror. 9. I had one yesterday, and I'm still questioning my life choices. Still nothing. She glanced down at her feet and sighed dramatically. And look at this. One sock has Christmas penguins. The other has tacos. This is the kind of morning I'm having. The light turned green. The car moved. Lily leaned back and exhaled. She had no idea who was driving. She had no idea what she had just walked into. But she was about to find out. Lily made it inside by the skin of her teeth. Wet hair. Mismatched socks. A shirt missing a button she hadn't noticed until the elevator doors reflected her back at herself. Too late now. She slipped into the conference room and found a seat, just as the coordinator walked in with a nervous smile. Everyone, the new CEO is here. A quiet buzz moved through the room. Lily straightened up, smoothed her folder, and took a slow breath. The door opened. Firm footsteps echoed across the floor. And then he walked in. The world stopped. Same dark suit. Same calm face. Same gray eyes that had barely blinked the entire ride over. Lily's brain short-circuited. No. No, no, no. This is Mr. Ryan Cole, our new CEO. The coordinator announced proudly. Ryan stepped up to the desk. Slow. Composed. Completely in control. His eyes moved across the room, and then they stopped. Right on her. A small smirk appeared at the corner of his mouth. The folder in Lily's hand slipped. It hit the floor with a dull thud that echoed like a gunshot in the silence. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. Because the man she had ordered around, complained to, and shown her taco socks to was now standing at the front of the room. As her boss, Ryan didn't rush. He set his hands on the desk and looked around the room slowly, and then his eyes landed directly on Lily. They stayed there. That smirk grew just slightly wider. I hope my arrival today didn't catch anyone off guard, he said, his voice calm and measured, especially those who mistook me for an Uber driver. Dead silence. The kind of silence where you can hear your own heartbeat. And then every single head in that room turned. Straight to Lily. She stood completely frozen. Face burning. The folder was still on the floor where she had dropped it. Her brain was screaming at her to say something. Do something, anything. But nothing came out. Because the man standing at the front of that room, composed, powerful, and faintly amused, was the same man she had ordered around that morning like he owed her a favor. She had told him to step on it. She had complained about a $9 croissant. She had shown him her Christmas penguin and taco socks. Ryan held her gaze for just one moment longer than necessary. Then he smiled and moved on like nothing happened. But Lily knew. He remembered every single word. The walk to Ryan's office felt like a march towards something she couldn't escape. Lily knocked twice. Come in. She stepped inside slowly. Ryan was standing near the window, hands in his pockets, looking out at the city below. He turned around. Same calm expression, same unreadable eyes. "Sit down, Miss Hart." She sat, back straight, hands folded, prepared for the worst. "First," Ryan said, moving toward his desk, "I want to thank you for the ride this morning." Lily opened her mouth. "Sir, I am so sorry. My phone died and the car looked exactly like." "You have sharp instincts," he said, cutting her off cleanly. She blinked. A rare sense of humor, and something most people in this building don't have. He sat down and looked directly at her. "I need someone with sharp eyes for Friday's investor presentation. I want you to personally oversee the floor inspection. Every detail. Lighting, coffee machines, printers, everything." Lily stared at him. "Me? You?" She walked out of that office 2 minutes later, head spinning. Was that a compliment, or the most elegant punishment she had ever received in her life? She genuinely could not tell. 3 hours on the 10th floor, and Lily was already questioning every decision she had ever made. The light in room C flickered like it was sending Morse code. The coffee on the 9th floor tasted like warm disappointment. And the carpet. She didn't even want to talk about the carpet. Then came the printer. It said it was going to print. The technician said helplessly. But it just groaned. Lily rolled up her sleeves. She crouched down, pulled out the paper tray, and went in, head first, half her body disappearing into the machine, like she was performing surgery on something that absolutely did not want to be saved. And that's exactly when the door opened. Footsteps. Slow, confident, familiar. She already knew. "Need some help." Ryan's voice came from somewhere above her, barely holding back something that was definitely a smile. Lily pulled herself free. Ink on her cheek. Blouse stuck in the tray. What little dignity she had left was gone. She stood up straight, looked him dead in the eyes, and said, "I need a new life." Ryan pressed his lips together. "Everything under control here." "Completely," she said. Nothing was under control. The company event was going smoothly. Too smoothly. Lily should have known something was coming. A well-dressed man with a microphone approached her near the buffet table. Confident smile. Rushed expression. "You work here, right? Just a couple of quick questions. We're already recording." Lily blinked. "Me? I'm just." "Your name?" "Lily Hart." And just like that, it began. Before she could process what was happening, she was already talking. About Ryan. About the company. About how he demands more than a coffee shop and makes you feel like you're about to be fired. Right before he hands you the hardest challenge of your life. She even called him mysteriously funny. The reporter walked away looking thrilled. Lily stood there holding her drink. Wait, was that official? The next morning, it was everywhere. Headlines, comments, shares. A video of Lily Hart calling the CEO of Diamond Enterprises demanding, intimidating, and secretly hilarious. Going completely viral overnight. Zoe slid a tablet across the desk. "You're famous." Lily buried her face in her hands. The phone rang. Ryan's office. She walked in ready to clean out her desk. Instead, Ryan looked up and said, "The video was a success. I need you at a dinner tonight." Lily looked up from her desk. "A dinner? Investors? 8 o'clock, Ryan said calmly. "And before you ask, it's not a date. It's a mission," he explained quickly. "Miss Vance, powerful investor, very persistent, absolutely terrible sense of boundaries. So I'm a shield," Lily said. "I prefer the word ally. I prefer a raise, but here we are." She showed up that evening in a burgundy dress that Zoe had practically forced onto her. The restaurant was all dim lighting, soft music, and waiters who moved like ghosts. Miss Vance arrived within minutes, red dress, heavy perfume, eyes locked on Ryan like he was the only person in the room. Lily got to work. "Mr. Cole, your tie looks crooked." "Mr. Cole, the manager needs a word." "Mr. Cole, there's an urgent report on people who interfere with formal dinners." By dessert, Miss Vance had completely lost interest. Ryan exhaled slowly as they walked to Lily's car afterward. The night air was cool and quiet. "You were perfect tonight," he said. "I know," Lily smiled. "You almost looked human." Ryan looked at her, something shifting quietly behind his eyes. "Good night, Miss Hart." Something was off the moment Ryan Cole walked in that morning. Zoe noticed it first. "He refused coffee," she whispered. Ryan Cole refused coffee. Lily looked up slowly. That was not normal. That was never normal. She found out within the hour. Ryan had come in with red eyes, a crumpled tissue in his hand, and a voice that sounded like it had been dragged through gravel. But when his assistant asked if he was feeling all right, "Strategic congestion," he replied. "I'm fine." Lily sat at her desk for exactly 4 minutes. Then she grabbed her bag, went downstairs, and came back with ginger tea, chicken soup, and a vitamin C bar that promised to restore your soul in 24 hours. She knocked on his office door and walked in. Ryan looked at the bag on his desk, then at her. "What is this?" "Basic human care," Lily said simply. "Drink the tea, eat the soup, and stop pretending you're about to take over the stock market. Your voice sounds like a broken radio." Ryan said nothing, but he picked up the tea, and for the first time in longer than he could remember, someone was taking care of him, and for the first time, he let them. The ballroom was warm, golden, and full of people Lily was actively trying to avoid tripping in front of. She had made it exactly 11 minutes without incident. Then Ryan walked in. Dark suit, no tie, hair slightly relaxed. He moved through the room, greeting people, and then his eyes found hers. He walked straight toward her like the crowd didn't exist. They talked. They laughed. Quietly at first, then easier, warmer, like something that had been building for weeks was finally finding space to breathe. And then, Lily. She turned slowly. Connor, her ex, standing right there with a smile that said he had absolutely no idea what he was walking into. Ryan stood up, slowly, calmly. Every inch of him was completely controlled. He extended a firm handshake, looked Connor dead in the eyes, and said one quiet sentence. "Right now I'm offering her the company you apparently couldn't." Connor left within 30 seconds. Ryan sat back down like nothing happened. Lily stared at him. "Why did you stay tonight?" Ryan looked at her. No smirk, no deflection. "Because tonight I wanted to be wherever you were." They walked to the dance floor, and everything else simply disappeared. The morning after the party, everything changed. Ryan Cole was gone. Not physically. He was still there. Still in meetings. Still sending emails with surgical precision. Still walking the hallways with that same impeccable posture. But something was missing. No visits to her desk. No quiet jokes. No glances that lasted a second longer than necessary. In the elevator, he looked at her and said, "Good morning," like she was the night janitor. Lily gave it 2 days. Then she walked into his office and closed the door behind her. "What is going on?" she said quietly. Ryan looked up briefly. "I don't know what you mean." "The dance floor. Your words. That entire night," Lily said. "Did that not happen?" "It was a moment outside protocol," he replied. Calm. Emotionless. "I may have crossed lines I shouldn't have." Lily looked at him for a long moment. Then she turned and walked out without another word. That night, she found an envelope on her desk. Handwritten. His handwriting. She opened it slowly. "You threw me off balance. Made me laugh on hard days. Reminded me that real people exist. But I'm the kind of person who ruins what he touches." Lily read it twice. Then she sat in the silence and felt everything at once. The invitation was formal. Black envelope. Gold lettering. Her name is printed at the bottom. Lily stared at it for a long time. Then she went. The dinner was warm and intimate, soft lighting, round tables, familiar faces. One by one, names were called. Words of appreciation. Small tributes. Then hers. She walked onto the stage with shaky hands and took the microphone. "I never thought a mix-up with a black car would bring me here," she said quietly. "But it did. And it taught me that sometimes the most ridiculous mistakes put you exactly where you were supposed to be." Applause. She stepped down, grabbed her bag, and that was enough. Time to go. But then, I almost lost you twice. She stopped, turned slowly. Ryan was standing right there. Dark suit, steady eyes. No walls up for once in his life. Once when you got into my car, he said, stepping closer. And again when you walked out of my office with a broken heart. Lily held her breath. I was afraid, he continued. Afraid of mixing what I felt with what I was supposed to be. He reached out his hand. Not as your CEO. As Ryan. Would you give me the chance to just be that? Lily smiled. As long as we take separate cars next time. 2 months later, Ryan sent one simple message. Come to the rooftop. I need to show you something. Lily expected a new campaign. A company event. Maybe just an excuse to eat overpriced croissants with a view. She did not expect this. String lights swaying gently in the breeze. Flower petals scattered across the floor. Soft music playing from somewhere she couldn't see. And Ryan was standing at the center of it all. Calm, certain, more open than she had ever seen him. He took her hands. You got into the wrong car, he said quietly. Ordered me around. Complained about a $9 croissant. Showed me your mismatched socks. He smiled. And somehow, it turned my entire world upside down. He reached into his pocket, knelt down. You're my balance. My good kind of chaos. My favorite unexpected twist. He opened the box, a simple, elegant ring that looked as if it were made just for her. Lily Hart, will you marry me? She covered her mouth, laughed, cried, both at once. Yes, she whispered. 8,000 times yes. Their wedding happened on that same rooftop weeks later. Intimate, joyful, completely them. Ryan's suit had a tiny penguin embroidered on the pocket, a quiet tribute to the most chaotic morning of both their lives. And that night, under those same rooftop lights, they both knew. They had found in each other something they never even knew they were missing. So, do you think Lily made the right decision giving Ryan second chance? Or should she have walked away? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button. Share it with someone who loves a good story. And subscribe so you never miss what comes next. Because trust me, the next one is going to hit even harder. See you there.